If I'm not mistaken, the title of this video will be Where I'm At Now. And what I mean by that is that I was kind of thinking about the past. Not necessarily reminiscing, but I'm thinking about all the change that's happened within, maybe the last 4 to 5 years. And I was also thinking about the drastic change I will be pursuing within the next 2 months. By the end of July, I will not be in this apartment anymore. The apartment I'm in right now will be a figment, it'll be a memory, right? A bygone memory. And I will be somewhere else, and I will be trying to make videos there, hopefully to the best of my ability. Hopefully I can actually make them. Hopefully the Wi-Fi will still be good. Hopefully it won't cut out. Hopefully the Wi-Fi won't just disappear for days on end, where I'm unable to do anything, like edit a video, like download footage to edit a video. I have to drive somewhere else to connect to their Wi-Fi so I can upload the video. I won't have to deal with that, hopefully. Hopefully the Wi-Fi won't magically cut off. I want to get the fuck away from here anyway, so, it's a good thing. It really is. Hopefully it'll boost my mood up some. That's not even the point of what I'm talking about. I kind of want to talk about where I'm at compared to where I was 4 years ago. It's not necessarily that someone asked me, where do you see yourself in 5 years? It's not, hasn't been that kind of anniversary. Compared to where I was 5 years ago or 4 years ago, I'm thinking about my environment, what I was doing, what I was creating, how I've pursued my ambitions compared to how I pursued them then. And mainly, I just want to think about my social circles. Compared to where I was, when I was 15, 16, I had this realization as of late. And it doesn't hit me as hard now as it did back then. Anyone I talked to, 4 to 5, even maybe 3 years ago, I don't talk to them anymore. There's a few people. It's not like I just cut contact with my family or anything. But there's only one person I still talk to. Someone I used to go to high school with. They moved in the 10th grade. They moved back to another high school. That's the only person I talk to. We just send memes to each other. We don't even really talk. It's just sending memes. It's kind of this mutual, kinship of just shit posting. Even my best friend in high school, I don't talk to him. Anyone I talked to in high school, I don't talk to. Even online, I used to talk to people online on Discord. I didn't have much connection to people outside of school. I didn't live in a neighborhood that was very vibrant. Actually, a bunch of old people, right? If I wasn't talking to people in school, I was talking to people online. And anybody I was talking to online, I don't talk to anymore either. 2020, I don't talk to them. That's an easier pill to swallow, truth be told. But I'm also thinking 5 years ago, I didn't even have a YouTube channel. Oh, I want to make YouTube videos, but I don't know if I can make a video. It's just one of those classic blockades of the mind. Oh man, I want to do this thing, but I haven't done it. Oh no, that means I'll be bad at it. The reason you do things is to be good at it immediately. But going back to the whole social circle thing, I don't regret not talking to people I knew 4 to 5 years ago. There's a degree of I should talk to some of these people, but at the same time they haven't messaged me. You know what I mean? I tried talking to a couple of them last year. It didn't really go anywhere. I made some analogy with grapefruit juice. I think they thought I was pretentious. The people I talk to now, they weren't people I talked to 4 to 5 years ago as well. These are people I just now started talking to. And some of them I've known since 2016, even 2015. I've known some of them for that long, 8 to 9 years ago. I haven't started talking to them until 3 years ago or 2 years ago. That's when we just now started talking to each other and getting to know each other. And now those are the people that are my friends. Those are the people I talk to every day. I interact with them on a regular basis. And it's not perfect. Who said it needed to be perfect? But it's not perfect. Those people I talk to, sometimes I get frustrated with them. Sometimes I gotta get away from them for there was one time I was away from them for a month, and I didn't tell them. Not the healthiest thing to do. I don't recommend it, but just say, I gotta take a break from y'all motherfuckers. I gotta get the fuck away from you. There are also people that understand that. They're very understanding people. Case in point, when I made a YouTube channel and I didn't tell anyone I told 2 people about my YouTube channel. I didn't tell anyone else about it. I told YouTuber friends about it too. I told them about it because it's a fucking YouTube channel. So, but anyone who wasn't familiar with YouTube and they were my friend, except for 2 people, I didn't tell them the fuck about this channel. Fast forward later, I get 10,000 subscribers. I make a video about Kendrick Lamar, and a friend finds it. You know, the cover was blown. When they had the opportunity, they asked me. They said, you know, why didn't you tell us about the channel? And I said, I'll be honest. I didn't want any interference. And they immediately understood. They said, oh yeah, okay, I get it. They immediately understood, which is, it's great. And I'm glad they understand. I'm glad they're understanding that I wanted to treat this like a job, and they completely got it. There's a reason I'm talking about both my social circles and my channel, and you know, my creative pursuit, if you will, because those things, to me, they say to not, you know, combine friendship and business, but it's difficult, especially when you're doing YouTube. And I'm not saying everything I do is dictated by YouTube, but there is feedback that you understand or you reciprocate in a way when you're trying to do something creative. Because if you're trying to do something creative, you need people around you that at least understand you're trying to be creative. You're trying to do something that doesn't involve them. That was the issue with some of my other social circles, is when I was making something, you know, they would give feedback, but it was feedback that was just, I couldn't separate their feedback from what I was making. The same thing still applies now, but they at least understand. They understand I can't separate, you know, their feedback from what I'm doing creatively. So they don't really say too much. They give the occasional comment like, yeah, I liked your videos. That was actually genuinely entertaining. And I'm glad they said that. Like, if you're my friend and I'm making a channel and I'm doing these videos, especially at the beginning when I was like trying to make mistakes, I was trying to give myself an environment to fail in. If I had a bunch of friends looking at me and they're saying, I didn't really like that very much. What are you trying to do? What is this that you're trying to do? I don't get it. So I wanted to make stuff I wanted to make. But what I want to make isn't necessarily going to be the greatest thing ever. It's just what I want to make. But if it's what I want to make, it's not exactly going to be reciprocated with the most amount of love. And I could be wrong about that. I kind of took a gamble with it. At least in the right now, I don't have to listen to people say, I didn't really like your video. I watched your video, I didn't really like it. I'm now in a position where I distance myself from people who would have said that. And now I'm with people who, they just let me do it. I watched your video, I liked it. And if they don't like it, they keep it to themselves. I'm kind of a pussy. I'll be honest, man. I'm kind of a pussy when it comes to criticism. I'm very critical of criticism is what I should say. But if you're my friend and I'm making a video and I show it to you and this and that, and you say, this is the first video of yours I genuinely disliked. Well, shit. Now my passion for video making and you are conflicting with each other. And I had to distance the videos from my friends because I don't want my videos to conflict with my friendships. I don't want them to get too attached with my creative pursuit the same way I don't want to get too attached to what they're doing. When I look at something creative they do, I give some pointers, I give some tips, and if I like it, I say I like it. But I try not to be too critical around friends because they're friends. There's tough love. Listen, tough love for me doesn't revolve around what people make. You know, tough love for me isn't shitting on someone's art. It's calling them out for their flaws as a person. And truth be told, I had my flaws 4 to 5 years ago. There was a lot of cowardice. There was a lot of fear. There was a lot of things I just didn't want to do. And my best way to fight that was just to run away from it. And that's what I did a lot of the time. Obviously, there are things I regret. There are things I regret. Obviously, 4 to 5 years ago, what was I like? I was still a teenager. I was 15, 16. Yeah, of course there are things I regret back then. It's not like the way I am now was how I was 4 to 5 years ago. Oh my gosh. Could you imagine if I was still mentally 16? I wouldn't be making that channel. I would still be on Discord talking to people and saying things I should. I'll be honest with what I'm making now. There's a lot more humility with what I'm making, and I figured out how to be genuine, but it also makes me wonder, where do I see myself 4 to 5 years from now? Am I still going to be talking to the same people I am now, or is it going to change all over again, with the exception of a few people? Am I going to do something that completely changes my inner circle? I'm not sure. It's a strong question because I'm better off now than I was 4 to 5 years ago. But if the same thing happens where my entire social situation changes, is it going to be even better than it is now? Because right now, it's not perfect. But at the same time, I'm thankful for where I am now because it has improved. And even though I do have my regrets about the past and people I may have not had full transparency with and people I don't have full transparency with now, I'm in a position where there's at least people that I can talk to and we can be serious. That's the important thing. There's moments where we can be serious about things. And I can tell someone they need the fucking change. I'm in a position where I can tell people that, and the next day we play video games, right? I think that's a good circumstance right now. And if I can, I would like to keep that. I would like to keep that bond. Obviously, things do change eventually, and it's a matter of if I want to change for some sort of greater good that I find, but that can become greed. Eventually it doesn't become a greener pasture. It becomes, I want the farmland to myself, and I get to eat the potatoes on my farm. That kind of defeats the point of a farmer, I feel. I'm bloodletting these thoughts to really just procrastinate, because I got a fucking video to make by Friday, and I am being so lazy on it. So lazy. If you're 16 years old and watching this and you're having doubts about who you're talking to and you feel this disconnection with people, it's okay to try to talk to other people. I'm thankful for who I tried talking to, because what happened was I was talking to this group of people and there just became a moment where nothing could be taken seriously. It was always constant shitting all the time. And the few moments that were serious, it was them just saying, this was the first thing you ever made that I genuinely disliked. That's what I remember, at least. That's my memory of it. And when I had an opportunity to be in a server with other people, to talk to other people, I'm talking about Discord right now, I took it. And I went to a different group of people and I talked to them instead. And they had different creative pursuits. They actually had a creative pursuit, firstly. Eventually, when I talked to them, I didn't click with them as much. And we disagreed on a lot more things, to the point that there was this one person I argued with every single day. Every single day. It got to the point where I actually started listing down every single argument we had. And one of those arguments was they were trying to tell me Lisa the Painful was not Earthbound inspired. And if you played Lisa the Painful, you know it's Earthbound inspired. We were arguing about it. And I couldn't take it. I couldn't take arguing with this person every single day because they would just argue for the sake of arguing. And I'll be honest, I was more productive when making videos. Truth be told, I had a more productive video taking approach, and I was actually making pretty good videos too, but I had to get out of that situation. It was too much, and I had an opening for another social group to talk to, and I went to them instead, and I started talking to them instead more, and eventually I left the other social group, and it was a lot more formal. I literally told them, I'm leaving this group, I'm leaving you guys, and they just, okay. And then bye-bye. It was kind of formal. It was a little too formal, actually. Now I'm in a place where I'm talking to people. For 6 months, I wasn't able to make anything. And it was frustrating. I couldn't bring myself to make anything. And mentally, I couldn't bring myself to make anything. But eventually, I got around to making stuff. But again, the social group and the videos, they didn't exactly complement each other. And it's not that they told me the videos were bad or anything, but I think what it is was just I was thinking about the past, and I was thinking about how people, my friends, used to judge. And it's not to say that old group didn't dislike what I made, but there was a lot of pressure to make good stuff. But with this group, I think I had that similar pressure, and I was just applying the pressure from older groups to this group, and it made it harder to make stuff. It made it more scary to make stuff. But eventually, so what did I do? I made a new channel. Nobody knew about it. It got 16,700 subscribers right now. The good thing now is that I've established barriers with the channel where I say I'm treating this like a job. My ambitions with what I'm doing here are different than what you want from me right now, and I can't do both. And quite frankly, I don't want to appease you right now. I don't have a 100% healthy way to approach these things, but it's something I was thinking about, and I'm trying to find a way to just get it off my chest. It's just something I've been thinking about for, the past 4 to 5 years. So yeah, this is where I'm at now. 4 to 5 years from now, I'm trying to make a living. That is the goal. Make a living off videos. That's the goal. That's what I'm shooting for. And if what I'm making doesn't align with a friend's desire of what they want from me, I'm saying, hey, I'm trying. Oh god, I did something weird with my teeth. What the fuck did I do with my teeth? It doesn't hurt or anything, but it's like, oh, whoa, what the fuck was that? It kind of did like a weird grit with each other. I did something with my jaw that I've never done. Oh, that's what she said. That was very uncomfortable. Should I bake cookies? I need to make my video, but I also want to make cookies. I gotta take a piss. Cookies? Put them in the oven, take a piss, get the cookies out, bring the cookies with me while I make the video. Sure, why not? I'm trying to stack my motherfucking paper, and you're not going to stop me from doing that. That's the goal here. Okay, bye.